Hello guys, it's your boy Sirigath. Today we're gonna be covering our first mythic kill of Soulrender Dormazain, however he's called. I don't really know. On the very opening, I don't even know why I'm doing this mini ramp, to be honest. It's just for, I mean, why not, is, the main question. This was a pretty fun boss to progress, in my opinion. One of probably the most fun fights so far in Mythic, in my personal opinion. The build we're running here, of course, is Evangelism, Schism, Solace, just your standard stuff. Legendary is Clarity of Mind. You can see the healing CDs on the left side, you can see my stats on the left side as well, and as I say that, I think pretty soon we'll be heading into our first ramp, and I was actually pretty late here, quite late, and this is why my first ramp was quite scuffed. Like I should already be popping Evangelism and doing a lot of healing here, but it is what it is. Sometimes, these first kills, you do everything right for like 50 pulls, and then one time you make the dumb mistake or mistime something that ends up being a kill, but it is what it is. Like, it isn't too bad, it's just not as good as it could be. But yeah, so honestly, since this since this boss fight is, it's not really a DPS check, but it's a little bit of a DPS check, I've decided to just basically what I was doing is, you can see, like, you have in raid frames, you have highlighted people that are constantly targeted by the brands, and those are the people that I will always have my atonements on, and tanks, nobody else, because in reality there's not a lot of damage going on here, as long as everybody is dodging stuff as they should be on the mythic level of raiding. So keeping that keeping that in mind, basically what we're doing is we're just applying atonements to those people that are branded, and then doing mini ramps, and of course doing ramps when I'm assigned, which is always for the chains, obviously, since that is really the only time where there's a damage that needs to be healed. So just a very simple, straightforward fight. And outside of that, just deal as much damage as you can. As a Discipline Priest, we can do quite a bit. At this point in the fight, I'm dealing 2.2k damage. Oh, 2.1 now that I looked at it. Okay, we dropped a little bit from all the moving, probably. But, that is normal. That's okay. It's probably gonna go up after the next ramp, and, then it's gonna drop again. And that's just how Discipline Priest works. Like, you go up and down on the meters. Mana really isn't an issue in this fight, because there shouldn't be much healing needed outside of the ramp, so not much to worry about there. We have some extremely useful cooldowns for this fight, which is obviously barrier as always, right? But also keep in mind, I haven't used pain suppression, I think, at all during this encounter, but it's a very powerful tool that can be used on either a person breaking the chain, because people that are breaking the chain, in case they don't have a defensive, they're in a lot of danger because they're not standing in CDs. So that could be like a good pain suppression target, for example, or yeah. And here, of course, Hunter isn't standing close enough for my atonements. They're just classic, but everybody else is covered, so we're doing a big ramp with the boon, very straightforward. Just in case somebody is wondering about the cast sequence, it's Rapture plus 9 shields, 2 radiances, Ascended Boon, Blast, Schism, Blast, Nova, Nova, Blast, Nova, Nova, Blast, until atonements fall off. Make sure that you do apply the Purge of the Wicked. You don't want to be casting Purge the Wicked once you pop Evangelism. That is your burst phase, so you don't want to waste a global CD there. You want to have it pre-applied. What you can do is, before even applying atonements, you can cast it twice on the boss, which will extend its duration, or you can simply apply it after the first radiance, which I found that also works quite nice in case you haven't lined it up perfectly the first time. But yeah, as I said, pretty straightforward fight for us, just a lot of mini ramps, and then applying atonements on the people that are in danger from the brands. We've done our chains, used our CDs, and then we have this interesting chain incoming soon, which we're gonna have to kind of start pre-ramping for, although timers are a little bit scuffed here. Like, see, it says like chain in 3, but that's not, yeah, it's not really that fast. There's like a little bit of delay because of the spell queue, or at least I've found it to be like that. And then now they're coming out. It's like 10 seconds after I've said chains in 3, but that's okay because I know that because we've gotten here enough times, so like I'm aware. Also notice how I'm using my personal defensives as well. It's just pretty important to know that, because your Desperate Prayer and Fade are very strong CDs if you have your Endurance Conduits on them. Just very high value defensives for us. I mean, the only defensives we really have, but still very high value. And also keep in mind that I have both the flask, the Kyrian flask, and the soulstone already here. Sorry, Healthstone, but soulstone as well. But yeah, yeah, just pretty straightforward fight. I'm a little bit sad that this fight, where I kind of scuffed 2 of my 4 vamps, his ended up being the kill. But it is what it is. I still think I did pretty well. If you guys got any questions, any suggestions, if you wanna, you know, say something about the video, if you got any, you know, questions regarding the tactics or how to do things as a discipline priest, or as anybody else really, like, I'd be more than happy to help. Please feel free to leave, you know, your comments and questions in the, you know, comment section below. And of course, if you like the content, if you don't mind, you know, like, subscribe if you want to. That will be very much appreciated. I'm not gonna say the cringy line of click the bell button, you know, do what you want. Just I would very much appreciate it if people do end up liking and subscribing and actually enjoy the content. And of course, feedback on both the video, the kill, gameplay, and everything else is very much appreciated. And here I decided to show you a little bit of like analysis and the breakdown. You can pause the video there and take a look at yourselves, like what's our damage and healing breakdown. But anyway guys, thank you for watching, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye bye.